Welcome everyone. We are in conversation with 𝗂𝗏𝗏, who is a final year student at the Indian Institute of Management in Ranchi and also a member of its gender sensitization committee. I want to start by just saying congratulations to you and to IIM-Ranchi on winning the Pride Circle Ally Challenge of 2021. Just a few facts. IIM had reached the top 10 last year, and in 2021 you've risen to the top. So we applaud you for such great progress, and also wanted to say congratulations on being one of the most visible education institutes participating in the challenge. So I'm just going to jump into my first question, 𝗂𝗏𝗏. What were your motivations behind joining the challenge, and how did you achieve this high position?
First of all, thank you, 𝗱𝗆𝗏, for the congratulation message. Going with your question, I guess we participated in this challenge last year, and we saw our seniors doing a lot of efforts, putting in a lot of efforts for this challenge. So after this challenge, the less ignorant community at IIM-Ranchi began assuming that yes, this is one thing which we want to gain more knowledge about. So this helped us a lot, the motivation from the seniors and the fact that we ourselves saw that what a change it has brought in our community. So this was one thing. And then coming to the question that how did we achieve this, I think our main motive was to just continue with what we had started last year. So this year we started including our juniors as well. So we at the Gender Sensitization Committee had a session with the juniors. We explained them that what we do. We explained them that how the Pride Circle is doing a good thing by organizing such challenge and why we should participate. So it was completely voluntary. They all registered and they all participated in the challenge. So this is how we garnered a lot of traction to our juniors as well, who will be the part of IIM-Ranchi this year. Apart from that, through the GSC Instagram page, we had run out a month-long campaign of Mythbusters, Pride Strides, and we had also called in a lot of people to take sessions, especially on this topic. So this helped us a lot to raise a lot of awareness amongst the students, amongst their families, and amongst the other people who are watching our space.
I think it's wonderful that, your group of students is also going above and beyond, just the challenge. And it's really nice to see that commitment and also have this collaboration between seniors and juniors. All right, 𝗂𝗏𝗏, can you tell us the exact number of allies that participated in the challenge?
Yeah, so it was around 675. We had a total of 675 allies, including both the batches.
That's fantastic, because that's 20 times the number of allies that you had last year. 675 people. It's very, very encouraging to know such a large group of people out there is, actively taking time to learn about the LGBT plus community and is being so vocal about equality. It's not something that you get to see every day. In fact, some people would argue that sexuality and gender are very personal matters and need not be discussed at educational institutions or workplaces. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, to begin with, I guess it can be a personal matter. But since they are a part of society, we are a part of society, we both have been made by the similar God. So I think it's very much important that we be inclusive of every gender and of the changes which we see around ourselves. So it should not be restricted to what we are and what just the other gender is, maybe the first and the second gender. So I guess it's important to talk about it in the society, bring awareness so that it is a happy place for everyone to live in. Because at the end of the day, we all have to survive in the same space. It's not just that we have to just mingle with the other gender. It's all inclusive and it's all about spreading awareness. So, and I think that apart from that, in today's world, corporates are playing a major role in setting a trend that why do we need to talk about this topic particularly in open, because we see that many corporates are indulging in diversity and inclusion. So diversity is one thing, and then making that diversity feel included in the company, feel included in the environment is very important. So that is why I feel that if the society and the corporates go hand in hand, we can obviously set an example in leadership, set an example in creative inclusiveness amongst the society. And I know it's not a very well talked topic about, especially in India, because the Pride Month has started garnering a lot of attention pretty recently. And that is just because of the efforts of the corporates, efforts of the society, and efforts of some people who are really, really willing to talk about it and bring it in the open. So that's a collective effort. And society is all about collectivism. So if we do not include everyone and go hand in hand, I don't think we can survive a long way going ahead.
Absolutely. It's only natural. People exist in society, so of course. And I'm glad you brought in corporates, because IIM-Ranchi is shaping the future of business in India. And you also mentioned diversity and inclusion and it being so important to implement that. So what steps is IIM-Ranchi taking to support queer students, staff, and even visitors? What has the journey been to get there?
Sure. So, first of all, the Gender Sensitization Committee, in all, it's a one step which IIM-Ranchi has taken. So it's one initiative which very few colleges and specifically very few IIMs have, that they have a special committee dedicated towards this cause. So we have a 3-member committee in which one is the gender champion and the two are the members. So we three collectively work towards this particular cause only. So regarding the queer students, staff, and even visitors, so we have a very supportive learning environment where people do not shy away in opening up. So the campus, the staff, the professors are all very open to talk about. And we also have a counseling cell in collaboration with this. So if anyone feels there is a challenge in coming out, or if anyone feels that yes, there is something which he or she might want to have a ear to listen to, they can reach out to either of the committee and get through that. So basically, this committee is supported by a staff member who herself take a lot of initiatives. When the junior batch arrives, we have a induction session for them, so that since the start of their journey in IIM-Ranchi, they know that what we support and what are we standing for. We organize a lot of awareness sessions, and we have an Instagram page in which every month there is a campaign launched. So right now it's the Pride Month, and then regarding female diversity or regarding issues at workplace, we have separate things to bring up on. So I guess we are taking it step by step. I'm not saying that we have reached the end of the ladder as of now, but yeah, to start with, we have a lot of initiatives in place. And I guess as more and more people, as more and more students join us and see how this is helping to be more inclusive, we'll be more successful in taking more initiatives.
Fantastic. IIM-Ranchi sounds like a fantastic place to grow and learn in. What a inclusive environment. And the next thing that I wanted to ask you, what are the key outcomes from the Ally Challenge that you are most proud of?
Yeah. So first of all, it's the number of the allies only. When we started this campaign, we thought that last year we were in top 10, so we will maintain that position. But through all the collective effort of the GSC, of the council members and other students of the IIM-Ranchi fraternity, I feel that it has been a lot of efforts and a lot of thought process put into how we can actually see this as not only a challenge for a particular 7 days or a 1 month thing. We want this to have an everlasting impact, and actually that did, because when we had the session with juniors, we were interacting with them for the first time. So they were very glad that we work in such a space because many of them come from an work experience background. So they have seen such things in corporates, maybe during this month, that some initiatives, some programs are launched during this month, but they never thought that this could be something in a student space as well. So that was one thing. I mean, personally, I and other members of the committee received a lot of appreciation from juniors and a lot of messages that yes, they were very happy to be a part of it and very happy to contribute to the challenge. So on a personal front, I feel that one thing made our day, and that one thing made us realize that yes, maybe even if we are able to change one mindset one day, that's like filling up the bucket. So it was a very important achievement for us.
Kudos to you and each of the 675 allies that you've mobilized at IIM-Ranchi. Thank you so much for sharing these methods and insights that you've implemented. And we really hope that people who are watching this will take a leaf out of your book. I mean, wouldn't it be amazing to see these steps being replicated in other institutes? So before I let you go, I have one final question for you, Kanika. Tell us how other colleges can replicate what IIM-Ranchi has achieved in becoming an inclusive college. What can other business colleges do to get to where you are?
Thank you for that question. Even hearing that question makes me proud sitting from IIM-Ranchi here. So I guess there are a lot of steps which other colleges can take in a better way, which we have done. Because this human mind, and especially the youth, has no limitation, has no scope. So even when you start from scratch, you can take it to heights. So first of all, I would like to say is that empathy is the key. Every one of us should be very empathetic, even when we are dealing with any particular cause. So this is a very big cause to deal with. So we have to put ourselves in the other person's shoes and realize that they had been facing and they have been facing a lot of discrimination in these past few years. They are not able to openly come out. So maybe something which the society is at fault. So that is one question which every one of us should ask ourselves before taking in any step. And apart from that, I guess awareness is the key. We should not shy away from talking about this topic to anyone, be it the professors, be it the staff of the college, or be it the students. Because sooner or later, I guess, this has to get in our head that it is pretty normal to pursue the sexuality and to have a gender which is not normal in front of others' eyes. So you define what your definition of normal is, not the society. So that is one thing which you have to take in forward right from your college life, and bringing minor practices in to be more inclusive and to be not discriminant towards the other section of the society. I feel that's the important step, because when you're sure of your why, then your what automatically comes. When you're sure that why you're doing this, then how you will do this and what steps you will take, that is a thought process which will come later. So taking some inspiration from IIM-Ranchi, I would just only say that forming more and more allies, making them aware, and obviously treating this as a voluntary thing and not as a forced thing. That will not help in the longer run, because you can win any challenge by forcefully registering people, but that thing won't last. Even if you're not able to make any change in their thought process. So I think that is very important in the longer run.
All right. Thank you, Kanika. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. It is truly inspiring. And I really hope that more colleges, more students will take up what you're doing as well. And I think that's it. That's a wrap.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's great to have myself here, and thank you for this opportunity.
And congratulations again to all of you.
Thank you so much from the entire IIM-Ranchi family.